Going now. Okay, so welcome everybody. Thank you for your time today, for joining us for this pre-launch information session. My name is Lebogang. I am based in Johannesburg, South Africa. And for tonight, I am your host. I'm not alone. I've got many leaders who are with us on the call from all over, every corner of Africa, others from different parts of the world. And we'd like to welcome you. And we want to make sure that we can share as much information as possible. So if you do have anything that you'd like to find out, please do have a look at our chat box. You missed me. Thank you. I missed being on the platform as well. So we're just trying out different things, trying to see what works best, but we are definitely on Zoom every second night. And from next week, we'll probably be on it every single day. From launch day, I want to do a 21-day blitz where we are on Zoom every day for 21 days. So we'll definitely make the most of our time together. So yes, back to those of you who are new. If you have questions, please do shout in the chat box. Our usual administrator is not available tonight, but I trust that our other leaders who are on the call will be able to assist us with the chat box, just to make sure that if there are any questions that I don't cover, you are able to assist our guests on that chat box. So let's get straight into it. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a platform called Force, MetaForce. Now, why are so many people excited about Force? Well, let's look at economically what is happening. Even on a good day, when the economy is good, things are moving in the right direction financially, no one will say no to extra income. Perhaps not everybody's willing to work for it, but all of us could do with extra income, whether it's to augment your salary, whether it is to, you're a business owner and you need other streams of income to help you not only get by, but to also thrive and to reach your financial goals. So extra income, you can never have one source of income. With the COVID pandemic, it has really taught us that one income stream is never enough. We went into lockdown, people lost their jobs, businesses were on freeze, from having a thriving business, 1 month you've done everything right, to the next month you have zero income, not because of anything you've done, but simply because of situations that are outside of your control. So multiple streams of income is something that is very necessary, especially in the current economy that we are in. So I believe everybody who's on the call wants to and is looking for ways of making extra income. And tonight, our duty is simply going to be to show you what Force is, how it works, and how you can make that desire to have a second, third, fourth stream of income a reality without the high barriers of entry that traditional business has. Because if you want to get, if you want to make more money, what options do you have? Do you get a second job? You only have 24 hours in a day. That's difficult to get a second job. Do you start a business? Well, that's a great idea, but starting a business requires a lot of capital. It requires some skill. You take a risk, but if you don't risk, you don't know. You have to take risks in life in order to get to the other side. So traditionally, setting up a second stream of income can be expensive. Now, when we find opportunities such as Force that are leveraging technology, blockchain technology, financial technology, the system is built already. We don't have to invest in building a system. We don't have to invest in finding products and setting up systems. All of that has already been done. Our duty now is simply to plug into a system and make it a full economy. What's a full economy? An economy that has consumers, that has partners. And generally, that's what the concept of network marketing is about. MetaForce is not traditional network marketing in that there is no physical product or digital product yet that we are marketing and then making a commission for. But what we are doing now with Force is that we are building a community, a Force community, a cryptocurrency community that's going to participate in this ecosystem that is in its genesis. It's being born, and with it are going to come so many other things. This is the crowdfunding element, crowdfunding, raising funds, building a community. We're going to go into other elements as we go, NFTs, the Meta Academy, the metaverse, so many products that are actually going to be consumable products that we can consume digitally that are going to be a part of this ecosystem. So we are going a long way with Force. It's not just something where it's here today, gone tomorrow, or here today and we're just doing it because we are trying to raise money through crowdfunding. So what is Force? Force today we're going to be talking about the marketing classic, which is it's a segment of what the entire Force ecosystem offers. So it's not the only thing, but right now this is the foundation. This is what we're focusing on. This is what is going to be launching next week, and then the rest we will talk about at a later stage when it happens. So, okay, sorry about that. I had a cut in my connection. So what is Force? It's a crowdfunding smart contract that is built on the Polygon blockchain. So this is a contract or a piece of code that is written and will be placed directly on the blockchain, which means that it is a smart contract that is outside of the control of an individual. There's no administrator behind it. There's no company behind it. There's nobody who can manipulate what the system is doing. The system has been written. It's got its protocols, and those protocols are the ones that will determine how we are interacting with one another. So it's a peer-to-peer payment system. So all payments and all transactions that happen on the platform are directly between individual and individual. It's not transactions that are happening between. It's not transactions that are happening. It's not transactions that are happening between us, a company, and then people. It's transactions that are happening directly. Transactions that are happening directly person to person. So it is secure, it is safe, it is using the idea of crowd economics. We are here to build a long-term economy. It's not something that's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. It does not rely on a website to run, because with a smart contract, it operates independent, like we've said, and it can operate outside of a website. All you need is a contract address. Bitcoin doesn't have a website. There's no website that you go to where if that website is down, the servers are down, Bitcoin is down. It is decentralized. That's what decentralization is all about. There is no one point of control. Everything is happening on multiple nodes. So it's affordable. Like we said, getting started and opening a business requires some capital, and that capital can be out of reach for a lot of people. That's why a lot of people have great ideas. A lot of people have great ideas, but they don't have the capital to bring those ideas to life. So here we're getting started for a small amount, from a minimum of $5 can get you going, and therefore there is no risk. You're not risking your house to get huge amounts of capital. You're not risking your car. You're not risking your car to get started. You're not risking your car to get started. So there's no risk in getting in becoming involved with Force. All right, where's this? Okay, so the advantages of a smart contract: can't be deleted, changed, or hacked. It's peer-to-peer. There's no admin control. The code is open source, and this is an improvement of the successful Forsage plan. Now, this is for those of us who are already in the crypto field. We maybe, knowing smart contracts, you heard about or were involved in Forsage when it started back in 2020. This is a project that was born from Forsage. It has been improved, it's bigger, it's better. And so we know that we are on the right track. We are on our way to changing the story, to changing the narrative of where we are going financially. So let's get into the marketing classic. How does it work and how do you get started? I'm just going to open up the screen that is going to show us. All right, let's get this done. Okay, perfect. We are back. So we're going to be talking about the marketing classic, and this is important for you to understand the compensation plan. How is the money earned? How do I make this money? Yes, I'm getting involved in a smart contract, but what are the rules of the contract? How is it operating? So how the contract works is that 100% of all contributions on the platform, whatever it is that you are paying to activate your slot on the program, is going 100% to another participant in the program. So 100% is going peer to peer. Force or the administrators are not taking a portion of that for themselves. A portion is not going to a company. Funds move directly from your wallet to the wallet of another individual, which means funds will be moving from somebody's wallet to your wallet also. And how is this calculated? Well, we have what is called the S3 and the S6. The S3 and the S6 are the marketing or the compensation matrices that we use to calculate our earnings. So the S3 looks like this. There's a slot here with 3 positions under it. So S stands for slot. So basically a slot with 3 positions. S6 means a slot with 6 positions. So these 6 positions on the matrix and these 3 positions need to be filled in order for you to complete what we call a cycle. So this screen over here shows us that there are 12 levels on the marketing classic. So when we get started, all of us have a choice to activate, whether you want to activate 1 level or multiple levels, it's up to you. So there are 12 levels, level 1 starting at $5. And then level 2 being $10, level 3, $20. So every level doubles as you go up, and there are 12 of them. 2 will be the S6, 1 will be the S3. That's the pattern. So level 1 and 2 use the S6, level 3 will use the S3. Level 4 and 5 use the S6, level 6 uses the S3, and so on and so on. The pattern continues. And as a beginner, what is it that you are going to need to get started and be a member of Force? Number 1, you obviously have to be invited by somebody. That person is who we call your upline. And in getting started, you will need a wallet on your phone, on your laptop, on any internet-enabled device. This wallet, you can use a Trust Wallet, Token Pocket, or MetaMask. We're always referring to a Trust Wallet because it's the easiest one for your phone, but it's not the only one. There's also MetaMask and the Token Pocket. With this wallet, you are going to need to buy some cryptocurrency. You cannot be involved in a cryptocurrency ecosystem using your rands, using your pulas or your dollars. You have to use crypto. You have to use the currency that is accepted in that ecosystem. And the ecosystem we are using requires us to use the USDT, the Tether on the Polygon network, and we are going to need some Matic, some Polygon, the official currency of the Polygon chain. So these are the 2 cryptocurrencies that we need to purchase. If you don't know how to purchase them, don't worry. We have got tutorials that will teach you, show you exactly what it is that you need to do. You can always reach out to the person who invited you to this call, and they can hold your hand and show you step by step how it is done. It's important that all of us take responsibility for doing this process ourselves. Let's not try and bypass and say, oh, let me give you cash, you buy for me. No, every person must be independent because life happens. If you want to get started now and you still want to give level, you'll say level, here's my 3,000, I want to buy slots, please buy for me. I'm going to be busy, I'm running up and down. And when I don't do it in the time you want, then, challenges start to come about. On my way home, I'm putting petrol in the car. By the time I get home, now I have to transfer. That just creates complications. So as a beginner, let's learn and become independent, because this platform is great and allows us to each grow in our journey of cryptocurrencies. You need to learn how to do this. Even if it takes time, take the time to learn. It is worth it. So that's what we need. You're going to need to fund your Trust Wallet with at least $5 if you're going to be funding 1 level. You can, like I said, purchase multiple slots. There is a benefit to doing so, which we'll cover as we go. But $5 is the minimum requirement to get started. Just under 100 Rand. If we factor in the fees, let's call it 150 Rand. In dollars, let's call it $8 or $9. Making sure that you have more than enough to cover fees, and you'll have some change on the side. So now for today's example, let's look at level 1. So level 1 uses the S6. So when you activate your position for $5, And this $5 note, this is just pre-launch price. We are at an advantage because during pre-launch, there's going to be a 3-week period where everything is on sale. We can purchase levels at 50% discount. That's why we want to make the most of the pre-launch period, because we're getting more bang for our buck with the pre-launch. So we're getting it at 50% discount, but the standard price is going to cost us $10 for anybody who signs up after 21 days after the initial pre-launch period. So when you get started, this is what you are going to see. You will see your S6. So it will look like this. It will be you over here, and there will be 6 positions that are open that need to be filled in order for you to complete a cycle on that level. Each cycle means money for you and me. So our aim is to complete as many cycles as soon as possible, and we want to build them up so that they can be perpetual, ever earning, no stop in the income that we are earning. So one cycle on the S6 requires all 6 of these positions to be filled. We've been talking about the power of 6. What is the power of 6? It simply says when you come on board, you will fill all these 6 positions with people that you personally referred. Because here's your upline. When your upline signs into their back office, they're going to see their S6 like this. They will see themselves here, and they will see 6 positions under them. They are going to refer you like they've done, and you will fill one of these 6 positions. When you come on board, you are also an upline. And how these positions filled is through you referring people. You could refer 2 people, number 1 and 2, and these 2 could refer 2 each. Your 6 is complete, it's a cycle. You could refer 1 person, and your upline refers 1, 2, 3 people, and you get a spillover of 1 person that comes in over here. And you could benefit that 1 person. Let's say they bring 2, you've got 3 filled, and yet you have not, referred anybody yet. But waiting for spillovers is no guarantee, because you don't know when and at what pace they're going to come. So to control your outcome, control your input. So when you refer 6 people personally, immediately you've already cycled out. You can guarantee and say, I know that when I refer 6 people who come on board for $5 each, I make a profit of $15. Same time, immediately, don't have to write a letter, don't have to write an email to support. These funds are going to be available in my wallet based on the fact that I have done the requirement. So let's have a look at how it works. The first 2 people on this S6 pay your upline. Just like this person, these first 2 people here will be paying you, because they are part of this bottom level over here. So the level that gives us income is this lower level of 4 positions. We need 6 people, but the income is going to come from this lower level of 4 people. So let's have a look at how it works. You are here. Position number 1 and 2 pay your upline. Those funds go to your upline, whether it's on level 1, level 2, level 4, level 5, any level that uses the S6 works exactly the same way. 1 and 2 pay the upline. 3, 4, and 5 pay you. These amounts come to you. So if we're still talking about level 1, that's $5, $10, $15. You see this wallet? This wallet means cash to you. This $15 is coming directly to you per cycle that you are making on the S6. So S6 pays you 3 times what you activated the level for. So if you activated for $5, you are going to make $15 per cycle. If it's a $10 level, you're going to make $30 per cycle, and so on. Then position number 6, the last position in this S6, this $5 doesn't come to you, doesn't come to your wallet. But what happens is that this $5 is going to be used for an automatic re-entry. So a new position will be created for you here. So you will start a new slot of 6. So you will be on the matrix again, and these 6 positions will once again be empty. And when they fill again, you will earn another cycle. How do these positions fill? Remember your 6 people that you referred, if we're still talking about the power of 6, or if we're just saying you referred 2 who referred 4, those 6 people, when they also reach a point where they have cycled, that auto re-entry makes sure that they re-enter. And when they re-enter, they are going to be following you as the upline. So you don't have to recruit 6 new people for every cycle. Your cycle can run or can be completed through your people who are automatically following you. That's why there's a benefit to referring more than 2 people, more than 6 people, as many people as you can possibly refer, because then you know that at any time, at any given time, you have multiple numbers of people who are following you on every cycle that you're getting to. So there is a benefit to referring more than 2 people. S3, how it works, person number 1 and 2 pay you directly. Person number 3 is used for a re-entry to recreate a slot for you on the S6. Now, because they have added what is called the auto upgrade. Now, this is the secret sauce to Force. This is what's going to make it so powerful. The fact that you do not have to be upgrading manually on your DApp, on your decentralized application via your phone, or upgrades are going to be automatic, because there are 12 levels on the platform, and you want to upgrade to level 12. You want to get to level 12 because the higher the level, the more income you are able to make. Now, when you get started, let's say you start just for $5 and your cycle is complete, your first cycle is complete, the system then will instruct, the protocol has been written. The first cycle, you are going to, for the very first cycle, you will earn the first income for this level. So person number 3 that comes in, that income will come to your wallet. So you've broken even, your $5 is back. But the $10 that's collected from these 2 people, $5 from here, $5 from there, that's automatically going to be used to now activate the next level. So this $10 is going to activate level 2. So you started with $5, you referred 6 people, or you referred 2 who referred 4, or you referred 1 and your upline referred another, there was spillover, but either way, your cycle is complete. Now, you have a re-entry on level 1, and you have a entry on level 2. So you're now active on 2 levels, and both levels are able to cycle. You don't cycle just from one level. Every level that you've activated, when it cycles, you earn that income. So the first cycle, if you have not upgraded yet, goes to auto upgrade a portion of it. And then from your second cycle on, you will earn the full income. S3, same thing. Those 2 incomes for person number 1 and 2 will be used to upgrade you to the next one. The third one will be used to re-enter you. From cycle number 2 onwards, you will collect 300% profit or 300% income from that level. So this is what I've just explained. Level 1, you can see there, these white circles over there are what are used to activate you to level 2. So that is how it works. Now, right now, we are learning and understanding how to maximize the system. And one of the features which is so powerful is activating multiple slots. Now, each person will check on their own what level of, what level they're comfortable to auto purchase levels on. So, but for our example, we are using 5 slots, because 5 slots is the sweet spot. It's a sweet spot in terms of affordability. It is a great place to start for those who can afford to. It is not compulsory. You don't have to start with 5 slots. And you also don't have to start with 1 slot. You might say, okay, Lebo, I hear you, but 150 Rand, come on. Yes, I see it, I hear it, we're going to make money, but how do we fast track this? I want to go bigger. You can activate 5 slots. 5 slots are going to cost you $155. $5, $10, $20, $40, and $80 to activate all of those levels. So it will cost you just under 3,000 rands in South Africa with charges, etc. $155 if we're talking dollars, and then you also need a little bit extra on the side for your blockchain fees, and that is then going to upgrade you to level 5. You will earn every cycle from level 1 to 4 completely, because you don't need to upgrade to level 2. You've already upgraded. So you'll collect the full cycle for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when you complete the cycle on level 5, this cycle, because you need to upgrade to level 6, these 2 positions, you won't earn that income there. So you won't earn the 80 and the 80 there. That's going to be used to activate you on level 6. Very, very powerful. And we want to get to level 12, because the higher the level, the more we are earning, and yet, we're compounding and using exponential growth to start with just $5 to get to a point where we can activate level 12 for $10,000. The power is in the crowd economics. On your own, you cannot do this. You cannot do the maths. You cannot do the putting down the funds to get to this level. But when we come together as a crowd, we are extremely powerful, and we can get to a point where we are activating even up to level 12. When we start at level 5, we are making this even quicker and making sure that by the time the standard prices are implemented, we have upgraded as far as possible. Because by buying level slot 5 for $80, look, you're at 50% discount. You are going to be upgrading sooner. So chances are you'll be able to get to level 9, 10, 11, maybe even level 12 within the first 3 weeks. A level which will cost you 5,000, for example, level 10, while we are still in pre-start, we can get it for 2,500. So we are all pushing, wanting to make sure that we maximize as much as possible for these first 21 days. We are blessed to have had the launch moved a little bit so we can do more groundwork, so that we have more results when we get started, and that we're able to perfect our teams as we go. And that has been a great advantage for us. So first, members, we're getting 50% pre-start prices. You can see them there, they are. And then we've got the standard prices. We've spoken about the 155. We want to get to that level where we are cycling on a regular basis. Let's have a look at what does it mean financially to be cycling on these levels. So level 1, the profit per cycle is $15 during pre-start, pre-launch. $15, about 240 Rand. You started for less than 100 Rand or 150 Rand if we include charges, yet a cycle will mean 240 Rand to you. Let's be conservative. Let's say you earn 1 cycle a day. Now, I'm not saying this is what you will earn. This is an example, folks. So for example, you are earning a cycle a day. That's $240 per day. 10 days, that's 2,400. You started with 150 Rand. You've now made over 2,400. What type of return is that on what you started with? Because remember, Force is not an investment. We're not investing money hoping to get an ROI, hoping to make interest over time. Here, our return is based on the effort that we are putting in. So we're investing effort. We're not investing money. We're investing effort. We're investing effort via Zoom, Facebook Live, sharing with people, teaching people how the platform works, growing the Force community. That is our effort. And our effort is going to yield results. And these are the results. This is what the results will be worth. Level 2, we activated for $10. This $10, if you started with just 5, is not even coming from your pocket. It's coming from your earnings. So you've basically paid $5 from your pocket, but you're now at a point where you're cycling for $30, 480 Rand. Just 1 a day. When we're still talking small money, just 1 a day, 480 Rand a day, right now where you are, with the petrol prices doing what they're doing, with inflation being where it's at. I read on Business Tech today, they were talking about more pain for South African consumers. The petrol prices are continuing to increase. America's just increased their repo rate, which means ours, chances are they're going to do the same thing. We are heading for recession. Opportunities are few, they few to be counted, especially opportunities that an average person can get involved in without high skills. Here, we're not asking for a CV. We're not asking you to, when you finish work at 5 o'clock, come and clock in here and put in 8 hours every single day. We're saying you can do this from the comfort of your home. You might be at home right now. You might be in the office working late, but you're listening. You could be wherever you are, but this opportunity does not discriminate. It says where you are, you can get started. You just need your smartphone, the same phone that you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you are, using it for entertainment. How about turn that into an asset that makes you money, not a liability that requires you to always be buying data. It's taking away your time, your focus, attention, but it's not yielding financial results. Our phones are assets, folks. The internet, your internet connection is an asset. It must be something that adds value to your life, financial value that we can count in rands and cents, in dollars and cents. That's what we want in USDT and in Matic. That's what we're looking for. And here you have a platform that allows you to do so. For the builders, I know this session is mainly for our new people, so I don't want to confuse you by going too deep into, the building. We've got the recordings. You can watch those as your knowledge increases. But if you're looking at the power of 6 and you're activating 5 slots, for 2,800 Rand, you've already placed yourself at a point where one cycle is worth 3,600 Rand to you. And if you just refer 6 people who also take 5 slots, day one, you already made a profit of $375. Day one, you started with $155, but you've made more than double what you started with. Cash in your wallet, no email that you need to send anywhere, no withdrawal request that you need to put in. We are going to make millions, folks, with this platform. We're not asking for permission. We are not guessing. We know, because smart contracts, this is not a first. It's a first of its kind, but it is an improvement on what was already there. And if our previous experiences on contracts that were not as advanced as this could generate millions for an average person who had no prior experience, who was just, ignorance on fire and said, let me refer and see how it goes. If that person could generate millions, what are you going to be able to generate now when you have a wealth of information? You've got people around you who have the experience. We all had to start somewhere, but we've got the smart contract experience. We've got people who've got the Forsage experience. That's why we're refining this every day. And we're saying we're here to hold your hand. We might not be able to reach each person individually, but that's why we come on and be virtual. We've got all these different tools, YouTube, Facebook, etc., to empower you. Plug into a system that works, plug in to a wealth of information, a wealth of support, and make your dreams a reality. You don't have to start rewriting. You don't have to now go and write a business plan and say, yo, where do I start? I'm going to look for funding here. I'm going to go call that one so they can give me an appointment so I can present my idea. No, here we are just saying, if you want to make money, join us. You do the same thing. You share and you say, if you want to make money, join me. If you want to learn about, if you don't know about cryptocurrencies, this is the best way to start, because we learn while we earn. You're not only going to learn about the cryptos, but you're going to experience them. You're going to know the difference between Matic and USDT. You're going to know, okay, I've earned $10,000 today. I want to convert half of that into Bitcoin and just store it and put it in a cold wallet. Those are going to be things that you are actively involved with on a daily basis. The best way to learn is to do. And we're encouraging you to join us. Let's do. Do not be fearful. Throw the fear away. Throw the idea that, oh, I'm going to risk, risking. Today I heard an amazing quote, and I think, I want to build something around it. And I found it so profound because it spoke about, where is it? Here it is. It spoke about the fact that when you try, when you get started here, you're trying. You don't know how it's going to go, but you're trying. When you try, you risk failure. And that is a reality for many people. You risk failure, you risk rejection, you risk people laughing at you, but risk is part of the journey. You have to take the risk. So when you try, you risk failure. But when you don't try, you guarantee it. You guarantee failure by not trying. So the best way to fail is to not try. That's the best way. And that's what I'm going to leave you with tonight. When you try, you risk failure. When you don't, you guarantee it. So my question tonight is, what is it that you want to guarantee? You want to guarantee that I'm going to get started. I'm going to try. I might be new. This might be foreign to me. I don't even know how to download a wallet. I don't even know what Polygon is. I'm more confused now than I was when we started, but I'm going to try. I'm going to keep coming on the Zooms. I'm going to go and watch on YouTube. I'm going to learn. I'm going to follow on Facebook Live. I'm going to go in and watch the previous ones, and I'm going to compound my knowledge. I'm going to compound, and work with people who have done this successfully and who can help me, get there faster, because it's also important who you've got leading you. Having a good leader, a good mentor, somebody who is in your corner, who can show you the ropes, what that does is that it expedites your success. You don't have to make the same mistakes we made. You don't have to go through the learning curves that we have done, because we've already been there. So yes, you're going to make mistakes. Yes, you're going to have some things that might be challenging, but you don't have to start as, from scratch. We are there to assist and to guide you. So I'm going to leave it there for now. And if you want to make millions, listen, this is the place to be. You don't have to run around still searching. And if you want to start a business and you want capital, this is where your capital is going to come from. You want to buy a house, this is where your house is going to come from. You want to buy a car, do I need to even let you know this is where it's going to come from? But it's not going to happen on its own. You need to be putting in the effort. So we are here to work with you. The next 21 days are going to be the days that will separate the high achievers to those who just make a little bit of money, those who are making millions, and those who are just getting by. The next 21 days from launch are going to be the great separator. There will be no catching us after 21 days. Even if you make $1 million, we would have made 3, 4, 5 million more, simply because of the activities that we're going to be doing in the next 21 days. So join us, don't get left behind. Get back to the person who referred you to this Zoom. Make sure that you connect with them, make sure that you are communicating, you're setting up your trust wallet, you're buying your crypto, you're watching the tutorial videos, and that you are sharing this with as many people as possible. So for me tonight, that is all. And the day for the next Zoom, okay, so today is Wednesday. Zoom will be again on Friday night. Tomorrow, I will be on Facebook Live. Facebook Live, just go into Facebook and type at Mogul Level, and that's where you will find me. Facebook tomorrow at 8 p.m. tomorrow. All right, so Facebook tomorrow at 8 p.m. Just search at Mogul Level. That's where I will be, and we'll be going into other ways on maximizing and leveraging the opportunity. So thank you so much, team, for coming on board. And okay, Zoom will be at 7 o'clock, Facebook at 8 p.m. tomorrow. That's correct. So thank you, folks. God bless. Good night. Let's keep on growing, and let's make sure that this launch finds us ready, and that our pockets go on fire day one. Thanks, folks. Good night.